looking forward to this first meet against Tennessee on Friday. Just how has training been this fall?
Training's been good. We're starting to get into kind of a bigger training volume, kind of increasing our intensity as we've gone over the last couple of weeks. We started out the year doing a lot of kind of highly technical focus where we're working a lot on balance and body lines and kind of putting their stroke back together. We rely a lot on our strength and conditioning coach, Caleb Woodfolk, to actually do a lot of conditioning and strength training outside the pool. And then when we're in the water early in the season, we're working a lot of drills and things like that to try to improve their stroke technique. Now we're to the point where the intensity is ramping up, the volume is ramping up in terms of the yardage that we're doing, the numbers of practices that we're doing, and we're really starting to kind of turn their mindset towards racing this fall and on into November and December.
Who are some swimmers that we should look out for this season?
Just the ones that have kind of really stood out in the past are going to do that again this year. I think on the women's side, you've got Emily Cornell, you've got Aubrey Higgs, that both are NCAA qualifiers. Aubrey's a returning All-American. Christina Lappin is a returning NCAA qualifier. All three of those young ladies will kind of lead our group going forward this year, as well as some newcomers that have come in. Taylor Steele is one of the fastest young breaststrokers in the country. We're excited to see her perform. On the men's side, Itai Goldfaden, Lionel Koo, Will Riggs. These guys are older now, and they're not the new guy anymore, and they've kind of taken over that role. And Lionel is returning NCAA qualifier, and Itai is a returning SEC champion. And so these guys have experience at high-level training and high-level racing. And so we're looking forward to see what they all can do this year, not only from an NCAA perspective, but also getting ready to go into an Olympic year with Olympic trials and Tokyo Olympics coming up next August.
So like you mentioned, it's an Olympic year, and because of that, this meet on Friday will be swam long course instead of short course. So sort of explain to the general fan, what does that really mean?
Okay, so our normal races, if you've ever been to one of our normal dual meets, the NCAA operates in a 25-yard racing course. However, when we go into our summer meets, whether it be World Championships, U.S. Nationals, the Olympics, all those are swam internationally in a 50-meter course. So race strategies are different. Distance, obviously, a meter's longer than a yard, so it changes the distances of the races. But we want to get as many race touches as we can in a long course pool. We have that luxury here at South Carolina. We're one of the few pools in South Carolina that has long course water, 50-meter water. So Tennessee's coming to town, and their coaching staff thinks a lot the same way that we do. And we're preparing our athletes not just for the NCAA season, but for the Olympic year. And so we are going to race long course, and it'll be a little different, but it's something I think is good for our athletes, and it's good for our program.
Yeah, and lastly, this is the breast cancer meet that South Carolina does every year. So sort of talk about why you guys as a program have decided to do that and sort of what it means to you.
One of the things that we always talk about as a program is that there are things so much bigger than just what we do here and just swimming. There's so much more. And so in this case, this story goes way back to 2013. Matt Kredich, who's the head coach of the University of Tennessee, actually found out that his wife, while we were away at a World University Games team for Team USA, he was on the staff with me, he found out that his wife had breast cancer. That year we came back, and the following year we did a breast cancer awareness meet, raised money, and we auctioned off our caps that we had at those meets. I think we ended up donating about $4,000 in Coach Kredich's wife's name, Kim Kredich, to the Cancer Research Center in Knoxville. And something that we've wanted to continue to do, and we've done that this year. We're going to do the same thing. We've got we got caps that we're going to sell from the meet, and then we're going to auction those off, and then that money will be donated to cancer research. And it's just something. It's a reminder to our team that we take what we do very seriously, but life is much bigger than just a race that we swim up and down the pool. And so we take these opportunities as coaches to teach lessons, and I think this is a great one.